that does it for our breakdown of what happened tonight. But now something that a lot of people tune in for, and that is the predictions. So we're going to go through these. And as we go through these, I always say in the chat, let us know what you think for each matchup. But also in the comments, if you're listening to this later, let us know your overall predictions. I would love to see what you guys are thinking about. Flobo, you get first pick on this one. 6-man tag team match. Cody Rhodes, Randy Orton, and Kevin Owens versus the Bloodline. Who you got?
Oh, man, this one's going to be hard. The Bloodline needs this win because they got rid of their wives, man. But I'm going to go with Cody here, man. Cody and KO and Randy Orton. I'm thinking everyone's going to get those hands. Got to give it to the champ and company.
Interesting. I'm going to go with the Bloodline here because I think that they need a strong win, especially right now, and especially after everything that they've done. I think if they take a loss here, it undoes everything they've done with
That's poopy
on SmackDown. I think with how big that moment was for them to take a loss right after, I think would kill them. So I'm going with the Bloodline. Jimmy, Cody, Randy, Kevin versus Bloodline.
Well, here I am to break the tie. I'm going to go with Bloodline too, and I think it's going to be someone in the babyface side who costs their team the win and a setup for SummerSlam. My fantasy booking. It's going to be. You want to hear it?
Yeah, let's hear it.
No, I figure somewhere going into the finish, it's going to be an all-out pure sixer, and then at one point, Randy and Cody will be the two guys in the ring, and they'll be backing up, let's say back to back. They tap each other. Cody turns around into a RKO. The Bloodline takes advantage, and it starts the ball rolling for SummerSlam.
I like it. Flobo, you like it? You going to co-sign on that one?
I like it, but man, it makes you kind of jealous that that's not a match Cole will be calling, because Cole will be like, look around. He'll be losing his mind that really happened on the screen, but why not?
What if we go a different way? What if Kevin Owens does? I'm sick of everyone looking at these two. Kevin Owens hits a stunner on everybody.
Probably it's not going to happen. I just like the booking. That was a question, right? The booking's great. I still think they're going to win the match.
We got most people saying Bloodline here. So I'm glad I made my pick because the people are usually 50-50. That means we go to the next match, and that is the Intercontinental Championship match. Sami Zayn versus Braun Breaker. I get first pick on this one, and I'm glad I do because Braun Breaker is going to kill Sami Zayn. Murder him. He will be dead. He will be unalived. He will be zeroed. He will be flatlined. Braun Breaker is going to become the Intercontinental Champion, and he's going to give old Gunther a run for his domination money. Jimmy Korderas.
Wow. Why do I have to agree with you again? I like Braun Breaker in this one.
Doesn't it? I hate it.
I know. I hate to do it.
It's the worst.
But I'm going to go with Braun Breaker here because going against Braun Breaker standing tall at the end of their segment and beating down Sami, usually that means he's not winning on Sunday or Saturday. But in this case, the time is right for him. I don't see him eating a loss just yet. And I don't want to see any kind of screwy finish with a DQ or a count out or anything like that. And Sami, as much as I like Sami, he doesn't need this win right now. Braun does.
Right. I will be so upset if they do a corny DQ finish so that Braun doesn't lose, but he also doesn't become the champion. That to me is such a beige response, such a middle of the road kind of end.
I mean, there's a time and a place for it, but this ain't it, I don't think.
I think Braun needs to just continue to steamroll people, to just truck people. Flobo, tell me all the reasons why Braun Breaker is going to win, starting with how you hate ska music.
I do hate ska music, and it plays every time. Shout out to burner account calling him Brawny. Let's go. Not anymore. All right, that was 5 years ago. I have Sami Zayn win this one, and I hate to say it.
What?
I'm not the biggest Sami Zayn fan, but there's two things at play here, just based on the past couple of years, and that is when someone does a challenging of "I'm the best," They usually lose the first time, it becomes personal, and they win the rematch. And 2, someone who is unhinged to break up matches needs a reason to make it personal. This will be the real test for Braun Breaker. Can he do a personal grudge? It only happens in a loss. I'm going with Sami Zayn.
I think every match for Braun Breaker's personal. He's a psychopath. He wants to kill people, and he takes it personally that you're not dead yet. That's
hey, stop breathing.
How dare you still be alive? How long have you been
I'm picking
here?
Sammy. I know I'm not the big Sammy guy, but and ska music will play twice, unfortunately, on this weekend. But
the mighty Boss Tones are so disappointed in hearing you. Big Bad Voodoo Daddy is so upset right now.
Riot.
Let's get into the World Heavyweight Championship match. Damian Priest versus Seth freaking Rollins. I got a feeling this one's going on last. Jimmy, Damian Priest, Seth freaking Rollins.
The fact that the stipulation says that Seth Rollins, if he does not win, does not get another World Championship match as long as Damian Priest is champion, leads me to believe that he doesn't need the win. And I don't believe he needs a win. So I'm going to go with Damian Priest in this one. And still, he's going to separate himself from the Judgment Day, despite the fact that he wins the match.
Ooh, good, big call there, Flobo. What do you think?
Ooh, I was going to say Seth freaking Rollins, but I think Jimmy convinced me. I get this. So Damian Priest wins, then you have him still not celebrating after getting the win with Judgment Day. I'm on board with this one. South of heaven for everybody.
Yeah, I'm definitely going Damian Priest here, and not just because you guys said so, but because
hater.
But because I think everything Damian Priest is doing, if he loses this match, then he can't still be changed since he's become champion. He can't still act like the leader the way he does now. And I think a lot of the tension between him and Finn Balor sort of dissipates at that point. So I think he's going to win. Do think Gunther's probably going to take the title there, but for now, I think I think Priest is going to hold on to it for a little bit. We move on to the women's Money in the Bank ladder match. Flobo, back to you, getting to start things off. We got Io Sky, Chelsea Green, Lyra Valkyria, Naomi, Tiffany Stratton, and now Zoe Stark.
So typically heels win this match and rookies don't. So I got to give it to Chelsea Green. I can imagine her going to the office and saying, hey, look, I'm the Money in Bank winner, being absolutely insufferable. And she may cash in successfully later on. I'm getting it for Chelsea Green.
I hate that you picked her because that's my pick too. I think her with the Money in the Bank briefcase will be just obnoxious and annoying, and she's going to be absolutely insufferable. And that's the kind of person you want to have the Money in the Bank briefcase. So I'm going with Chelsea Green as well. Jimmy, tell me why you think Naomi's winning it.
I think she's not winning it. No, I think she's not winning it. I will not acknowledge her. So I'm going to go with, I think it's Tiffy time.
Tiffy was my second.
Yeah. I was torn between the two, but I'm going to go with Tiffany Stratton.
Tiffany Stratton would be a good one as well. Flobo did sway me with the it's not the rookies that win it though. That's what I'll be at that one. It's because of how Flobo changed my mind a little bit. I'll confess that.
I'll take it.
We got Baby I saying I'm rooting for Chelsea. We got the men's Money in the Bank ladder match. Jey Uso, Chad Gable, Carmelo Hayes, Andrade, LA Knight, and Drew McIntyre. I'm going with
Jay.
I'm torn between two right now, and I'm trying to make my decision here. I'm going to play it safe, and I'm going to say Drew McIntyre. I think that he's got too much. I think the fact that he wins it and the potential CM Punk costing him is just too laid up right there. So I'm going to go with Drew McIntyre. That seems to be the play, though I think it is very close that LA Knight could win it. Jimmy, what about you?
After you said that, you stole my pick. I was going to go LA Knight, but I am going to change my pick. I'm going to go Chad Gable.
Ooh.
I'm going to think Chad Gable is going to win the Money in the Bank, and there's going to be an interesting scenario with the Wyatt Six afterwards.
What? Hold on. Drew McIntyre has CM Punk waiting to ruin his day. Chad Gable has Wyatt's 6th rating to ruin his day. It's going to be absolute bedlam, pandemonium, and other things are really big, like shenanigans and flim flam. It has to be Jey Uso, especially since Gunther is going to be on that trajectory to be world heavyweight champion. Jey Uso, man, he in the bank.
So that seems like an easy one to me, but can I tell you why I didn't pick Jey? He disqualified himself tonight. You know why? Because they already advertised Jey Uso versus Chad Gable on Monday Night Raw. And usually they don't have a pre-advertised match like that for the person who's going to win Money in the Bank.
What, you're asking this in the day of post-Carmelo Hayes about calling your shot? That's a red herring there, Jack Farmer. It's going to be a win for Jey Uso. Just me, Uso. Day one.
Wait, hey, Carmelo Hayes is in the match. Pick Carmelo Hayes.
He's a rookie.
Can't. You know what? Can I call an audible? Can I call an audible?
What's that?
Yeah.
Since Flobo did, I'm going to go LA Knight. So we're all different. Now. Yeah, I'm going
with everybody saying.
Mm-hmm.
LA Knight. Interesting. So
I know usually it's a heel that wins these things, and that's why I was thinking Chad Gable, but LA Knight would be an interesting Money in the Bank holder.
LA Knight promos with the Money in the Bank would be solid gold.
And him going after the US championship as opposed to Cody Rhodes championship, make that title feel just that much more important.
Do you think that would work? Because when Austin Theory did it, a lot of people shook their heads.
Well, it's different. Austin Theory and LA Knight, two different animals. I think LA Knight is so over that they're going to buy into it, and Logan Paul is so hated that maybe it'll work.
We got people saying King of the Yeet. Someone show Andrade some love. And Hugh asking Jimmy, are you attending the weekend in Toronto? Jimmy is. So
yes,
Jimmy might pull a Brock Lesnar and just come in at the end and take the briefcase himself. And then I want to see.
They make these things strong.
Man.
Yeah. This is beta cotton. It's too much.
I want to see Jimmy with the briefcase doing like the Brock party. We'll call it the Korderas party, like a boombox. Come on, that'd be gold.
I got the case. I'll be there.
So
with a cup of coffee.
Those are our predictions. Everyone in the chat, again, I've seen some of yours. These are great. I would love for you to put your predictions into the comment section just so we can come back and see who was right, who was wrong. Spoiler alert, I was right. But fortunately, if I'm wrong, I won't have to eat my own words because I'm not going to be doing the after show for this time around. I am going to be watching at home. Instead, George Hermosa and John Jordan are going to be reviewing these shows on Sunday and Saturday. Heat Wave and Money in the Bank. I'm saying them backwards. Who knows why? That's just the way I decided to do it. Make sure to check those out and leave comments. Show them a lot of support. It's going to be a lot of wrestling they're watching, and we would love you all to be a part of it.